Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Seint artist, and we're gonna do the basics. You see me with my big fat palette all the time. Now I'm gonna do the basics. 4 colors, 1 brush. This is the 3D brush. This is a fan favorite. It's a one and done brush. So we're gonna dig in. This is my main foundation. This is my truest tone to my skin. My brightening highlights a couple shades lighter, works like a concealer. My contour is my shadow tones, and then I'm gonna be using Hollywood Lip and Cheek for my blush. I have discoloration through my cheeks, and usually deep tones really can pull through, so Hollywood's a great option that gives you that nice flush pink tone while it doesn't pull through your scarring. So let's dig in. 3D brush, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go in with my main highlight. I like using the short dense end. It's really great for applying and blending and putting this in with your skin. So all I do here is I keep my main highlight on just the lower portion of my face. I'm not going to apply it all over my face like I did with my traditional makeup, because again, everything in here is foundational coverage. All I'm doing right here is evening out my skin tone and giving some coverage over my acne scarring. That's it. And then I bring it down and I bring it in. Really just the beard of the face. Gonna grab some more. When you're working with creams, you wanna tap in, you don't wanna swipe in. I see those stick foundations and they put it on directly on their face, and that's a lot of product. So when you have something you can tap into, it's really nice because you have more control over the amount you're putting on and the coverage you're going to get. So again, I'm just tapping this in. I like pushing because I have maturing skin, I have large pores. And so tapping it in and bringing it into the nose gives you that flawless finish that gives the skin like it works it so that this is living with your skin rather than on your skin. I'm gonna tap this over just to cover a little bit of redness I have, and that's essentially it. That's all the main highlight I'm gonna need, unless I need some touching up, which I will address at the end. I don't like to do full coverage at the beginning because I could put another color on that could take care of it, and then I have too much product on if I did it all at the beginning. All right, I'm gonna do this in 2 ways. On one side, I'm gonna mark up my whole face, show you where everything goes, and then on this side, I'm gonna blend as I go. You'll get the same result. There's so many different ways of applying this makeup. So I'm gonna tap this in, I'm pinching the brush, and I am going to put this over here. This is a contour spot. You have natural shadowing from the shape of your skull. This is all that this is doing. It's mimicking that. I'm gonna grab some more, and again, tapping in, and then I am going to keep this pinched, and I am gonna tap this at the bottom base of my cheekbone above my natural shadow. And then I'm gonna go in front of my earlobe and down. It's like doing that big number 3 we were always taught. I just don't need to apply that much makeup. Less is more. You don't need a lot, just a little, and you get an amazing, flawless finish. I'm gonna pinch it, keep what's left on here, and I'm gonna go down the side, top of my nose. It's more on the top than the side, and it doesn't need to be perfect. That's where your contour goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. I'm gonna grab my brightening and I'm gonna switch to the pointy end because you get a little more control, and these are small areas. I'm gonna go in, I use white peach. So I have Athens as my main highlight, white peach is my brightening, and this is indigo. It's such a scary dark color, and I love showing it because it's not as scary as you would think. I'm gonna place my brightening right here. You get reflected light here, put some on the tip and down the bridge of my nose. I'll probably add a little bit more because there is a method I like with my contouring on my nose. I'm gonna hit my Cupid's bow because it's a pretty area. And right here, this is a direct area where light reflects off your face. All right, tapping in, and I'm going to do my under eyes. If you have deep troughs, this is a way of bringing that out and helping to camouflage it. But I like to go under the trough and I bring it up, and then I'm gonna tap it over here, and I'm gonna give myself some lift right here. I'm gonna tap and bring them together on that orbital bone. But I'm gonna leave this soft tissue alone. But I do like to hit the tops of my cheekbone right here with that, and it just helps give balance, and it's gonna look delightful, delightful. All right, let's get into our blush. I'm gonna use my finger to apply this. This is Hollywood, it has some gold flecks in it. I'm gonna start up here at the top between that brightening and that contour, and I'm gonna tap this on, and I'm gonna bring it down, just like that. All right, so let's start applying and blending over here. I'm gonna stick with this brush. I'm gonna go into indigo, and now I'm going to just add this over here, and I'm just going to blend. I always start on this outside where the natural shadowing is, and then I just bridge it over, and then I just blend and go. And I pull this a little bit down just to add a little bit of warmth and dimension, and that's it. That's it. I'm gonna grab again, tap, tap, tap. I'm gonna hit that cheekbone here and I'm gonna press up. You can see that it's at an angle, and I'm just pulling this up and blending it down, but not past the outer corner of my eye. And you can blend this out. I like to underblend this because we're gonna be adding a blush here, and then we're having that brightening. And when they blend together, this blends it down more. So I underblend it to blend it down to a nice even space. Grabbing some more, we're gonna go in front of that earlobe and I'm gonna pull it down. This just gives a little bit of a chisel, cleans things up back here, takes care of that second chin that I have, or that's coming in, and then pull it down. All right, we're gonna grab it again, tap, 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 and I'm just gonna go on the top side of my nose here, and then around. I do like to tap over because I have a bump, and this is how I control that bump. But that brightening is gonna tidy it all up. Push it up towards that natural shadow of your brow, and that's a blend as you go. Switch into that pointy end again, and I'm going to grab this middle area. I'm pulling this over my brow to take care of the red. I get redness over the top of my brow, and then I'm pulling this up and towards that contour, and that's why I don't need all of that foundation up here. When my light meets that dark of the indigo, so when white peach comes up and meets indigo, it evens out and creates a nice even tone with dimension. That's why it's one layer of makeup. I don't like using more product than is necessary because then they last longer. These look small. They will last just as long as your traditional makeups. Going in, and I'm gonna tap this, and I'm just gonna get right here, and then I'm gonna go boop, 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 and blend them out. I'm not cleaning between colors. I don't know why it doesn't make a difference, but the product you put on your face stays on your face. That's all there is to it. All right, we're gonna take this pointy end. We're going into that brightening, and I'm going to start under my trough here, pulling it up, and then pulling this up, hitting that orbital bone. We're going to tap them together, pushing it up, and then I will hit that soft tissue. But it just gives your eye this little snatch that you want. Snatches things up, lifts things up. I'm 42, and I'm going to get as much lift as I can with makeup because I'm not using anything else. I don't use fillers. I don't use injections. This is what it is. I'm going with the age with grace. 42. I think I'm doing okay. All right, I'm going to go into my blush. I'm going to tap into my blush, and I'm going to start right up here, and then I am going to smile and blend down. Now, I smile and blend down because as I'm maturing, my volume on my cheeks diminishes, devolumizes, goes down. So when I'm resting, it doesn't have that apple, but it does when I smile. So that's why I blend it into the apple that's there when I smile. And then you can punch this up. The only difference from a day look to a night look is more brightness on your blush. That's really, for me, that's it. You can add some darkness to your eyes, but you don't need to go wash your face and put full coverage on. It's really the tones. It really is. Less is more with this makeup. And once you try it, you'll see why. Because once you put too much on, you'll know. For the first week that I had this makeup, I looked like a wedding cake. Okay, it wasn't good. But you have 30 days. There's a 30-day return policy. Use it. Use me. Use it. Try the makeup. Give it more than a couple days. If you're giving it 2-3 days and you're still like, no, you're not giving it a fair shot. That's just my honest opinion. And this is the only place I'm going to tell you about that. All right, I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose here, and then I'm going to tap this. And this is just going to blend out where I blended across my nose. Look at how nice that is, right? Tap a little bit more right here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's blend all this together, and I'm going to show you how great it is. So if you want to put all the colors on your face, do it. Look at how easy this just blends out. Then I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to blend it here. Then I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to blend it here. And I'm really proud of myself because this is the one area I always forget, because this is the one place I don't see that everybody else does, but nobody ever tells me. I'm going to tap out right here, and now my contour is done. The contour is done. Push up towards that brow. Now I'm going to go into my brightening. I'm going to tap this out, pull this up, and that's it. Look at how nice. Look at how fast. This is quick 5-minute makeup. If you don't have a lot of time on your hands, this is your makeup. Getting that blush taken care of, flip into the pointy end, and I'm going to go into that brightening, tapping on that orbital bone, giving it that pull up, and then we go to the soft tissue. The hammock of the face is what I call it, because you got your orbital bone, you got your eyeball, and then you got that soft stuff. It's like a hammock. but too much makeup is easily gonna crepe it. You could be 10 years old and you can crepe out that area. You can add texture anywhere. Skin is a texture. And once you realize that skin is a texture and it's gonna be okay, it's all gonna be fine. We've gotten into this whole time where it's not okay to have skin texture, but this makeup is better than any filter out there when you walk out your front door, because you can't walk out your front door with a filter. All right, that's that. I'm gonna grab this pointy end and I'm gonna do my lip trick. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna pinch it so it's like this. I'm gonna go right under my lip here and then right over my lip here. Kind of like when you outer line, but we're gonna create a shadow that gives us the illusion that our lip has a curl. It's gonna make them look a little fuller. I'm gonna go into my brightening and I'm gonna hit each corner here. Boom, boom. This is creating a contrast to the color we're gonna put on, but it also creates a pout. You can take the contour all the way around your lips if that's the look you wanna go for. I prefer this look. That's the way I like it. I know I said I was only gonna use one brush, but I am gonna go into the multitasker and I'm gonna go into indigo and I'm gonna use my mirror and I'm gonna line my lips with indigo. It is a really, really pretty lip liner and I love this brush. All right, multitasker again. I'm using the big end and I'm just gonna go across the bottom. There we go, across the bottom. Come bring it up on the corners because I like it. Look at how pretty that is. Now I'm gonna take this cheek color and we're gonna put this on our lips. I love this stuff. It's just your whole face right here. It's so good. That's it. I'm gonna grab setting spray. I use Urban Decay because I have oily skin. Then I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna tap it where I get the most oily and I'm gonna work that into my skin. And that's it. Boom, done. The basics. Let's get a color match. I just need a makeup-free selfie and then you can try this makeup. This covered all the stuff I wanted it to cover. I have nothing to touch up. One layer, wow! One layer of glorious makeup. 3D cream-based makeup. I'm gonna talk to you soon. Have a good day.